Watch Transit TV right now.
I'm Tochukwu Michael. Keep watching Transit TV.
What do you think Arteta should do when Martinelli comes back, Odegaard comes back? Does he go straight into his position, or like Jesus is going to, beg for minutes and play himself back into the team, considering how Trossard has done? Transit TV, welcome back to our studios again. Arsenal picking up 3 points one more time in a very, let's say, tricky game. They had their scare considering the first goal in this one. And of course, if you know the recent history between Southampton and Arsenal, a lot of people said they were one of the reasons or started the collapse of Arsenal 2 seasons ago, when they were cruising 7 or 8 points ahead of Manchester City and they were poised to win the league. And surprisingly at the Emirates, Southampton came and took a 3-goal lead, which Arsenal survived by the last minute to equalize 3-3. And that led to 2 more results following that one that were not desirable by Arsenal and their followers. And at the end of the day, that's how they lost their lead to Manchester City, and City eventually won the league that year, 2022-2023. So today again, Southampton come to the Emirates with a very disastrous result. They've been awful in the EPL this season, coming from relegation. And Arsenal, the game looked like a one-way traffic. Arsenal were very, very dominant, camped in their half. Mikel Arteta made some changes, about 4 notable changes to the lineup, giving Jesus his first start in the league this season, Raheem Sterling getting his debut start as well at the Emirates, and Jorginho coming in for Partey in the middle and Partey moving to the right back. You remember the last game that Jurgen Timber was taken off for some muscular injury or precaution, and Calafiori finished that game as a right back. So Partey started this one the right back, and Calafiori was on the left side. So it was kind of a game, a rotated lineup, and they couldn't have been, considering how Southampton have been doing this season, there couldn't have been any other game to have done that. And he started like I thought I did the made the right decisions in that regard, and that's now we are superior in all facets of the game. The only thing that led them down was their decisions at the last end of the pitch. Either they rushed some of the decisions or they were too slow to execute them. And sometimes the quality of execution as well let the team down as well. So, yeah, it became one of those days that I'd be wondering, what's going on? How are we going to take our chances? And again, justify this reason why some players have not been given a start this season. I remember the last video I mentioned that Jesus was looking unhappy when he was coming in, and I was still saying that maybe he feels that it's time for him to get a start. Today he was given that start, and I can tell you, boy, he did not take advantage of this start opportunity today. He didn't do well. Kahava still looks to be the best striker for Arsenal right now, and he showed that when Arteta is back to what he has been doing all season. Yeah, Raheem Sterling as well didn't cover himself in glory today as well. He could just say it was just an okay performance by Raheem Sterling as well. He could have got his goal if not for the block. And it was just an okay performance for him. Jorginho did what Jorginho does in the midfield, but somehow Arsenal couldn't break Southampton down. And first half ended 0-0. And you start to wonder how this one was going to pan out. It looked like Arsenal, it was inevitable that they were going to score. But, I mean, when you go for the 5 minutes dominating like that, you know in EPL that the second half is never always written. So the coming second half, Southampton does what they've been doing to us now. They go and score first against the run of play on a counter. The defense was exposed, and they took their goal, and a goal that was well taken. Obviously, you begin to wonder, are we going to go through all this again? But Arteta did what I've been saying this season has improved on. He doesn't delay his changes. He makes his substitutions as quickly as possible to effect games. And right away, he made 3 substitutions, brought in Merino, brought in Martinelli, and Leandro Trossard. Took off Sterling for Martinelli. He's used for Leandro Trossard. And Mikel Merino for Jorginho. So Rice drops in the 6. Merino stays in the left 8. Trossard continues to play in Odegaard's position, and Kai Havertz moved up front. And right away, you could see the difference. There was a faster intensity. There was more purpose in the Arsenal play, and the pressure started piling on Southampton. You knew that it was inevitable that Arsenal was always going to score. But my fear was, is it going to be a draw again against Southampton? So yeah, the talking points on this one First, Mikel Merino has unlocked Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli has been a bad run of form since late last season, and coming to this season, not been playing well. He got his first goal last week. And today, again, coming in with Merino, and Merino making those progressive passes and runs on the left side, opened up space, and Martinelli looked lively and got his goal from Saka's assist. Yeah, so if Merino can stay fit, it looks like Martinelli at last is going to have, we're going to have the Martinelli that we've been having in Arsenal for the past 2 or 3 seasons now. This second goal of the season, yeah, let's see. It looks like Merino. And Mikel Merino, for me, just like every other signing Arteta has made, it looks like a perfect fit for Arsenal. And right now, that midfield is looking what it should be with these players coming in. Arteta making changes on time, and all of a sudden, Southampton became a championship team in the hands of Arsenal. Another talking point you can take away from this one is Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka, again and again. I mean, this young man, I'm not going to call him star boy anymore. He's the star man of Arsenal right now. You remember Odegaard has been injured for pretty much all season. Just 2 games of the season he got injured. Saka stepped in as the assistant captain. And in the league, barring 1 goal, I believe, Saka has had hand in all the goals that Arsenal has scored. Today, he picked up 2 assists and scored 1 himself. What more can this guy do? A lot of people say Palmer is better. A lot of people say Foden is better. I maintain that Saka is better than all these players. He does this in the national team. No matter how bad the team this boy plays in, he finds a way to shine. Today, again, Saka shows that is key to what Arsenal is going to do going forward. Saka, take your flowers. I think without him today, and before even these goals came, he kept trotting. He did a lot. He asked a lot of questions. And like one of my friends that was watching the game with me today was asking me, man, how does this guy do this? Does he play 2 as well? Right back. Saka comes way deep to help defensively, and he also has enormous impact going forward for Arsenal. Yeah, his quality is somebody that I know says he's a generational talent. I believe he is. And this young man has had steady progress in his performance, in his attributes, and slowly becoming a victim of his own performance. Sometimes people, the expectation for him now is even way higher than what he can deliver, but he tries all the time to deliver. So yeah, for me, the talking points in this game today, Mikel Merino and Bukayo Saka. And I'm not going to forget about Kai Havertz as well. Kai Havertz has become, it's very difficult. The more you try to say, the more you find more. I know there are so many players in Arsenal right now that are doing very well. But Kai Havertz, you cannot, fail to talk about, because this is a player that came into Arsenal and many question his signing. I mean, nobody remembers anymore how much Kai Havertz was bought. and I've said it, I remember us will this last week, Kai Havertz will get 20 goals this season. So he's going to answer that question. A lot of people question us now that they don't have the 20 goals or 25 goals a season striker, and he need that to win the league. Ateta has trusted Kai Havertz, and he is delivering the goals. Today, again, he just doesn't score goals. He scores big goals for Arsenal. Either he scores a breakaway goal, or he scores the equalizer, or a winning goal all the time. I think this is his fourth goal for the season, and he has a couple of assists as well. I don't know what more this guy needs to do. I believe right now his performance for Arsenal is best as a striker. Whether you believe he's a striker or not, Kai Havertz is delivering the goals all from for Arsenal. Arsenal survived that scare today. The same thing happened to Manchester City as well against Fulham. Yeah, so the EPL is setting up at the top. Liverpool continue their slow and steady start, under an slot, winning 6 of their 7 games, 18 points, and possible 21. Arsenal and Manchester City following suit, drawing 2 games each, one between each other, and they have 17 points behind Liverpool. We'll wait for Chelsea game to come on, and we'll see how the top 4 is going to shape at the end of the week. And so don't forget to let me know what you think. What have you made about Mikel Merino's start to his Arsenal career? And do you believe that Martinelli eventually has been unlocked? What do you expect to get from him this season? And let me know. Let's not forget to talk about Leandro Trossard. What do you think Arteta should do when Martinelli comes back? Odegaard comes back. Does he go straight into his position, or like Jesus is going to, beg for minutes and play himself back into the team, considering how Trossard has done? Though we know injuries and cards these days, a lot of players miss games. Maybe as he's coming back, let me not jinx it. So yeah, let me know what your opinion on this one, and I'll see you again after the Chelsea game. Ciao.